Today we're going to be subtracting rational expressions. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is that we have to realize that in the numerator that they are just simple coefficients, in the denominator that they're rational expressions. So just like subtracting any rational expression or fraction, we're going to have to simplify the denominator. So our first step is factoring both rational expressions, and we factor them into a plus 8 times a minus 2 for the first term, and a plus 8 times a minus 3 for the second term. Now, to be able to subtract these, the lowest common denominators need to be the same. So we can see that there's both an a plus 8 and a plus 8, but in the first term there's not an a plus 3, in the second term there's not an a minus 2. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to multiply that by a 1, which is just a term over another term, which can be simplified back to 1. So our next step is just timesing the first term by an a plus 3, which was not present before, to make it equal to the second one. In the second one you have to times it by an a minus 2, which was not present in the first part. So now that these lowest common denominators are the same, we can now subtract them. Now, we can put all, now that the lowest common denominator is found, we put the numerator part back into here, and we distribute it. So we have 2a plus 6 minus 1a plus 2. And we just add like terms to get a plus 8 is over a plus 8 times a minus 2 times a plus 3. Now since a plus 8 is in the numerator and the denominator, we can subtract that out. And that just becomes a 1 in the numerator. But we're not done yet. Since we have binomials in the denominator, there's going to be restrictions. So our terms a plus 8, a minus 2, and a plus 3 are present. And what you want to do is you want to make those equal to 0. So a plus 8 is equal to 0. You subtract the 8 from the a plus 8 side to make it a cannot equal negative 8. And you do the same for the rest of the terms. So a cannot equal 2, and a cannot equal negative 3. So our final answer is 1 over a minus 2 times a plus 3, and our restrictions are a cannot equal negative 8, 2, and negative 3.